Good afternoon, Jane. I'm here to talk with you a little bit about the issue we had with auto damage claims. So I know we spoke earlier about the issues in terms of the case reserve pattern changes. So we noticed that the early ages were having significantly more case reserves up, in fact, almost double, while the older aged claims were closing much more rapidly. And then we were concerned that either we assume that this change is permanent and we should just apply it going forward, or we should assume that it's temporary and focus more on historical factors. Now, the hope, after you suggested that I reach out to John Doe, who was the head of claims, the hope was for him to tell us specifically that this is the situation, this is the change, and this is what would result. However, he actually let me know that there was no significant change in policies, procedures, systems, or legal environment on their end in terms of the claims department. And so simply this is a trend of the data. Now, unfortunately, that does not help us. We're not in any better position to be able to say what to do with the source and cause of this change. And so we're left trying to decide, as in the beginning, what is the origin of this change? Why is this pattern emerging? And what should we do with it? To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what's the best answer. And even if I was, I'm not the opining actuary. I don't have the credentials to give the final say. All I can do is analyze and give suggestions and ideas. And so the only suggestion or idea I can think of would be, for example, using a Born-Hooter-Ferguson method. So we would give some weight to the experience in terms of case reserves and payments that we know about already, but still temper the impact of that change with some, I guess, prior assumptions. For example, an expected loss ratio that hopefully has been consistent. Another alternative method would be to use some of the adjustments to the incurred case triangles to hopefully restate previous years. But again, I'm not sure where best to apply those, because it's not necessarily a good idea to assume that these levels will be true and reasonable either for the older years or for the newest years. And so I'm not sure if that would be the best application in this case. So having, I guess, given my suggestions, I must ask you, what do you think is the best, I guess, approach to take going forward? And also, as we decide what best approach, are there any places or pieces of information that you'd also like me to gather, or you intend to gather, as we decide what to do with this? I'm also concerned because year-end is coming up and we need to figure out what we're going to do with that. Thank you.